And we are back. Welcome back to the show, guys. Today, we have a special guest. We have with us an Orange County native, local, global DJ. I don't know, are you global?
DJ Missfits.
DJ Missfit. It's her boop, boop, boop here. Anyways, DJ Missfit, she's from Orange County. Nikki's a DJ. She's a friend of Nikki. I'm not really too knowledgeable about like the EDM scene, but through Nikki, I hear about stuff. I've heard her music. It's kind of like hardstyle-y. What do you call it?
It's up tempo hardcore, right?
Up tempo hardcore, and it's bassy. And we like the bassy shit here.
Very, very.
Yes.
Because that's literally all we listen to. So welcome to the show, DJ Missfit.
Thank you for having me. I'm super excited. I haven't done a podcast or anything in a minute, but I'm excited to be here, support, and then just see what you guys want to talk about, So let's get cracking.
Fucking get cracking. I like the attitude. Dude, you're a part of your own podcast, right? Cannabis Talk 101, right?
Yeah. So it's iHeartRadio's Cannabis Talk 101, and then we pretty much talk about like everything cannabis, and have like different like brands, icons, influencers, and stuff like that come on. So it's pretty cool. But I'm definitely on the other side of it. So it's kind of fun to now be on the talking part and everything. It's really cool to see like our host on there, and hopefully, I picked up some of their strategies, maybe, some of their like camera personalities, right?
Yeah.
But like fun fact too, if I didn't know Nikki, I probably actually wouldn't have become a DJ. So I feel like I actually owe a lot of like my path in music to Nikki. So
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
You said that earlier.
Well, and his brother Hollister too. Yeah, like camera. I was like,
Forgot to mention that he's off
but
camera.
Yeah, so
they mentioned that, and I was like, cap. But it's not cap.
No, it's not. It is not.
So how did that all transpire? Like, I mean, you just saw him DJing one day, and then you're like, I want to do that.
Well, okay, so like back in the day, there's like these things called Pokeballs, right? And like they're like super cool.
You're talking about some ecstasy.
Yes, exactly. So those who know Pokeballs, and we had some like good times, and then like they were playing music, and they're like doing like light shows, and I'm like, yo, the fuck is this? I was like, this is amazing. Like, this music makes me feel like alive. Like, these lights are dope. These glow sticks are dope. And then I was just like, this is amazing. Like, just falling into that scene and stuff like that, and getting a little bit of a taste of it. I actually waited till I was 18 to go to my first event, and I thought I was going to Hard Summer, but I actually bought tickets to Hard with Style and went to my first hardstyle show, and honestly just never looked back. And then like every time I go to a show or play, I always like think in the back of my head, like, bro, like what if they would have played like dubstep? What if they would have played like house music or something like that? And I would have been like a house DJ. So I always think about like those nights like back in the day when we were like little kids,
the
or
good times,
or
hardstyle.
well, not little kids, but we're young.
Well, I don't know, because when you were rolling, you were little, bro. You were like,
we were young, yeah.
You were still in high school.
We were still in high school.
Yeah. That's pretty young, bro.
Finger lights.
That's a kid.
Go right on your fingers.
Dude, you have the little plastic.
Yeah, the little ones you get from the little quarter machines.
Yeah, dude. And then
Or the ice cream man.
Yeah, or those guys.
Bro, remember the sick ass ones you could get at like the electronics store that you put in the glove that were like $5 each or some shit?
Everybody
Yeah.
does gloves
Basically,
right
like
now.
evolved to that like after a while.
Yeah.
At first, like we started like using like these little mini like lights that just go under like your hands.
Has a little plastic piece, right? Those
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that was
yeah.
just slip
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
Switch you turn on
Yeah.
on your finger, and you kind of have like this little switch,
Yes,
and you kind of just wave your hand around. We have like our own like, unique styles and stuff.
You heard it
Yeah,
first.
it was
The Momo
a blast.
days.
I mean, if I had
Nowadays.
$1 for every time I got punched or punched someone with a glow stick on accident, right?
Sorry about that, guys.
Dude, I remember when Insomniac was taking away fucking light shows for a little bit.
It was gloves.
Was it gloves? Just
they
gloving
didn't
only?
allow gloves in the events and stuff for a
Yeah,
while.
what was up with that? Is it still banned?
But you
feel
bring a
like
whip.
Right.
Go
Yeah.
figure, right?
Yeah.
fire, bro.
So they did that.
It's like crazy. Like, yo, what?
The reason they did that is because people were ODing when they were sitting in the venues getting light shows, and they would OD
Yeah.
in the process of it.
You know what I thought it was? I
So
thought
they
it was,
blended on that. Sorry.
my bad, dude. I thought you were done. My
Oh,
bad.
yeah.
I thought it was just them doing a business move. Like, you come to watch the fucking show or you get the fuck off the main stage, bro.
Honestly, I was torn between the two because I was just like, yeah, maybe it's to like not support like, you know, like drug, abuse or anything like that. But then also it's like, dude, we paid money for these lasers. Look at the lasers.
Yeah. So it's both. It's both then. For
Yeah,
sure. It's gotta be both.
Catching
Yeah.
that laser direct to the eye is probably causing some people to OD right there, you know?
It hurts.
For sure.
You know?
All
Which is
over
why,
again.
which
I
is
wonder
why
how
lately,
many
like,
lawsuits Excision has.
I know, right?
with the lasers though, like, which is why like a lot of shows they actually have it like above like the crowd now,
Yeah.
rather than just like
Points up,
actually
yeah.
shining it down because they used to do that a lot.
Yeah, I
But then,
saw,
you know.
dude. There was crypto party. You know how those crypto fucking coins will have like parties and shit like that, like
Yeah.
exclusive parties.
Oh yeah,
There's this crypto party, and they had like a super high powered laser inside the fucking warehouse, and it was making people go temporarily blind, bro. They sued the event people.
I'm saying.
Damn.
There's
I
a
would
science
low-key
behind
be
it.
pretty pissed too, like especially like if you're like DJing and stuff like that and the laser like goes up to you. Like there's been a couple of shows that like I played and I'm like, damn, they got me on the lights and I'm short. So I could not imagine like, you know,
6
like a
foot.
standard like size person. Like maybe it got in my face because I was short now that I'm saying it out loud. But either way, I'm just saying I was like, that was poor production for sure. So I'm
you
glad
gotta-
that they fixed that.
You gotta watch those pars, bro. Those light pars, PPFDs, dude.
Were the lasers like directly in the middle of like the crowd, like above, like, or where were the?
So like it was this one venue. I think it was actually a room inside of Catch One, and then when you're like on like the main stage or whatever, you could see the bar right there, and then I would say like it's above like the bar. And then
Okay.
so it almost like line up with you and kind of like when it goes like the scan thing, then it's just like in your face. And I was just like, I don't know why I need a laser.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
that was
I don't need a
laser, though.
performance. Yeah, I was like the performance is this way.
So you can vibe, dude. They want you to, you know.
That's weird.
Yeah, it definitely like I stared at it for like a minute, like okay, and then it like got in my eyes. I'm like, this lame. I was like off stage.
That could be a little too distracting too, you know.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like throwing a show and they're just.
Do you want to know what's
Lights in your face.
distracting? The amount of people you see doing drugs in the crowd. Like you see
Oh,
everything
boy.
when you're on stage.
Oh, I bet.
When people are like, oh, I'm gonna. Or like or like whatever anybody thinks that they're doing, like in the crowd being sneaky, like you dead on see them.
Because you have like you're above the stage, you get a over crowd view of like just basically everything. You see like a sea of people just like, doing.
Yeah, it made me realize how much shit I did not actually get away with at a rave when I became a DJ. I was just like, yep, so they saw all of that.
Yeah.
Dude, when we went with Trey to raves, dude, and we'd get behind like the stages and shit and watching people, oh my god, that was like a sport in itself, dude.
Yeah.
It's like an event, bro.
Yeah, at Nocturnal, I was able to do that. That was tight.
Yeah.
Going backstage and watching everyone. It was
Yeah. So what do you got planned for your music career right now? You got anything dropping soon?
Yes, I have a track that I've been working on for a long time. And the main reason why it's been in the works for a long time is because trying to get a soundbite of this anime. And as we know, there's so many freaking episodes sometimes. So you hear it and you're like, yeah, I'm going to use that. And then you try to go back and find it. You find the episode and I have to try to find it on like YouTube or something to pull it. And that's just a wormhole. So I finally found those parts. And so I'm extracting those sound bites and I'm working on my track. It is definitely gonna be like a hardcore like anime. It's gonna have like early gabber hardcore vibes going into like more like modern up tempo. So it's gonna have a little bit of everything in there for sure. So I'm really excited because I've been working on it for probably like almost like 2 years, but that's okay because
that's a long time.
it's been like on and off, so, but it's all right because I'd rather like work on it for 2 years and it'd be everything that I want than just like release something every 2 months just to stay relevant or something like that, because then it wouldn't be like who I am,
We were just talking about that. I was
That's what I was
explaining to
saying.
you, I'd rather sit there and master it and make it sound beautiful
Yeah.
I was telling
than
you,
just
like,
push it
a
as
week
product.
is kind of fast unless
You know?
you really, really, really know what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's just so many different, there's so many elements, so many, like, just different, like, I don't want to say too much, but especially if you're picking it up for your first time, that's going to take forever.
So what
And-
anime was it though? Was it One Piece?
No, so it was the first anime I ever started watching, which is like My Hero Academia. For the longest time, I was like, I only liked Pokemon. I'm not watching anything else. That's it. I was like, that's it. You don't have cute characters? No, I'm not watching it. And then I started watching that, and then now I like Demon Slayer and like all these other ones like Attack on Titan, and just going down the wormhole on that. But working on that track. I'm also trying to work on some like old school like hip hop, like 90s hip hop. That's what I also like grew up on, and try to make those into like up tempo remixes and a lot of like, your pop punk songs and stuff like that, like your Blink 182 edits. I did
182s.
I did a Simple Plan edit and stuff like that. So just like fun little stuff like that that I'm working on. Just to really show like who I am in my music, and also just kind of show where I came from and have fun with it. But I have a few shows coming up as well, 3 confirmed, and then 4 more that are pending. I'm looking at trying to go through like a few different states, maybe put together a tour for next year. But I want to release my tracks first, so that's the goal. And at first I was like, I'm not gonna be one of those people that make music videos. I was like, that's so lame. But then now that I'm getting closer to it, I'm like, so I'm gonna make a music video. I was like,
visuals are nice, dude. They help the brand,
Yes, and then I just released like a bunch of new merch and stuff like that with like designs that I came out with. So I was pretty excited about that. And like when I was like 13, I used to like sketch and like, oh, I'm gonna have my own t-shirt line. I'm gonna like sell my t-shirts in smoke shops. Like I don't know why, but like that was like my goal. I thought that was so cool back then. And then so now I'm like, the fact that I even sold like one single t-shirt, like I've sold more than one shirt, but like even though I sold just one single shirt, I'm like, I fucking made it, Mom. Look.
Yeah.
So it's been going pretty well, and like I think like what Nikki said, it's just like I'd rather have everything go slowly and curate who I am as a brand than just kind of rush something just to like be like cool or stay relevant or try to like get bookings based off of like popularity contests. I'd rather like because people actually like my sound or like my brand or believe in my movement, whatever that may be.
Yeah, it's a process.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure.
It's a process. So when you're making music, what part of the song do you start with? Are you like melody driven? Are you more into like the drums and the beat?
So I have a couple of different projects. So I do have that one track that I've been working on, but I actually have like 5 different tracks I've been working on in that chorus because like, I'm frustrated with this, and I'll start a new one. And then so it's just kind of like if I have like a kick or like a synth that's stuck in my head or like like a melody, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is so amazing, then I'll like start there, like whatever it is in my head, it's usually one of those things, and I'll be able to picture that, and then I'll start adding in like the risers, uplifters, and adding in all these other ones, doing like trying to like do like double drop kicks and everything like that, and trying to like cut and splice and just get creative and going down that wormhole.
What are you using? Are you using Ableton?
I'm using FL Studios or Fruity Loops for people that don't know.
I love FL, dude.
FL Studios, yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
I downloaded like almost every single one, like even GarageBand, Ableton, like every free trial that you can have for like a DAW. Like I downloaded it, and then I went through that 30-day trial, and I was just like, yeah, I feel comfortable with Fruity Loops, so I'm gonna buy that. Like eventually I plan on like having everything, but everybody told me they were like, it's all the same thing.
Yeah.
Like whatever
really is,
you can navigate through, that's what you get.
Yeah, I mean, some do certain things better. Everything can do everything the same, but some just are more focused on certain things, Like for me, FL Studio, I think it was more geared towards the production aspect, So laying down like your melodies, your drums and shit, it's really quick and really easy. Especially the piano roll is just like so simple to use,
Mm-hmm.
And then I feel like something like Logic, which is what I use now, that's more geared towards like when you're mixing and like mastering, like just the way the buses are set up, it's like easy to channel stuff together and group stuff together, like way more easier than FL, I mean, but they all do the same thing, dude. But I love FL for making beats and shit like that, dude, and just the melody aspect of it, dude.
I think it's pretty easy.
Song part of it, yeah.
A lot of people like I noticed started using FL too because it's pretty easy to use.
Yeah.
It's also like way cheaper.
It's the most cracked. It's got like the most cracked software too.
Yeah.
That's why I started with it.
Yeah, no, I was like, I feel more comfortable with this, and it's like a third of the price of Ableton. But I do agree with you in terms of like mastering. I feel like it is a little bit harder to like at least like master, like tweak that sound the way that you want. So I feel like in terms of like the creative side, it's really, really great. But I feel like in terms of the mastering, I think that's where I've been having
side,
a harder issue. That's probably why it's been taking me so long to complete this track, but that's okay. I also am like super scared to like outsource or anything like that. Cause like, you don't want to like overshare your idea.
Yeah.
But then also at the same time, like people are like, oh, ask me if you have any questions. And I'm like, I don't really know what my question is yet, so I don't know how to ask.
I know what I want, but I don't know how to get there.
Yeah, exactly. Right. You're like, when you're like cooking, you're like, I know what I want it to taste like, but I don't know how to make it taste like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, because I actually went to school for like music production and engineering, and the most important thing it taught me was how to ask like the right question, dude, because anyone could teach themselves how to make music, bro. But then learning like the technical words and just how things are done, I think that's like where going to school, or just, you don't have to go to school. You could just like actually taking the time to do the courses, I think that's where the value comes from, is learning the questions.
I totally agree with you. And that's why I started taking like classes too from the Netherlands. They have this program called Harder Class, and like they have like courses from like the Tweakers, like Cepha, Ruler. I'm currently taking his right now, and Party Raisers. And these are just like all like, DJs that play like DEF CON and stuff like that, and all these like huge events. And they just like have courses on there and stuff like that. And you just pay like a monthly subscription or yearly subscription. And I've been taking those, and I've found that a lot more helpful than like trying to go and like ask people questions, because I'm like, I don't know the questions. So I'm like, all right, I just got to take these courses, and they're just going to tell me all this information. So it has been a lot more helpful for sure. Yeah. And I recommend it to anybody that's looking for that, specifically for hard dance.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's cool that you're actually taking the time to learn the back end of it, because I know a lot of people that are like a lot of artists where they just want to get their idea down and then they just pass it to the next guy. And they're just like, here, take this and make it better. You know what I mean? You hear that a lot, dude, in that industry. And it's just cool that when you see someone that actually wants to be like, I want to be involved with the production, the mixing, the mastering. It's like, I want to be a part of every step of the way. I think that definitely puts a stamp on the song to really make it your own,
Yeah, and it, like when people are like, oh, I put my blood, sweat, and tears, it's like literally because like it was a stressful thing, but like, I'd rather have it be like my track, and like not to like trash on anybody that does like ghost producing or that gets ghost producers or anything like that, but like that's just not why I'm here. So like I'm here to make the music that I want to make for me, and then hopefully everybody else thinks it's dope enough, and then they fucking love it too. So
fuck you if you don't like it.
Yeah.
But if you don't like it, it's because you don't like what I made, not because someone else fucked it up down the line.
Yeah, exactly. Like I made it because I wanted to hear this. If you didn't like it, well, your ears are broken. No, I was kidding.
But what's it like being a female DJ? Do you feel like navigating like, because is DJing like a male dominated industry, or is it pretty? I feel like I see more male DJs personally, but
it is a very male dominated industry. And like at first, when I first started DJing, I did not want to like ever get booked like, oh, like, oh, she's a female DJ or anything like that. So I purposely wore like jeans, t-shirts, and a beanie. Like
she was trans before it was cool.
I purposely like tried not to look like a girly girl, just because I was like, no, I don't want people to book me for that. Yeah. And then like once I started like getting like actual like fan base and like a crowd, and like generating my own sound that people like saw me for, then I was like, all right, I'll pull out the mini skirts and the fishnets and like, the glitter and stuff like that. But like for the longest time, I was like, no, I don't want people to see me for being a female DJ. I want them to hear me for my sound. And once that happened, then I started working on my image a little bit more too. And yeah, so now I'll just go like either or, just depending on like the show or the vibe, and like try to like, base my style depending on that. But it's definitely more male dominated, and like I feel like that's why you just have to like go twice as hard. That's not why I picked hardcore, but it just like happens to go with the vibe. And like you just have to like walk out there and like just step out there, like have literal big dick energy no matter what, and it's just like, no pun intended or anything, but even though you don't have one, you have to walk out there like yours is bigger than everybody else's, and it is what it is. But I've heard that female DJs are becoming on the rise and become more in demand. But I'm not sure if that's just because of like, how I said like an aesthetic thing, like, like they're prettier
Sex
to
appeal.
watch. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. So that's why I like always try to stay away from that. But I feel like I at least got a fan base of my sound, and then whatever else happened after that.
I'll smoke to that one. Lighters up. I think we had a good enough time to...
Thank you.
My homegirl, I think, was it Kat, the one that showed us the twins, the two females, the DJ?
I think it was Kat, yeah.
Where are they from?
Is it Cruella? Are you talking about Cruella? Or?
I think it might be.
What kind of music was it?
It was like house music. Yeah, they're fucking bad.
She played
though,
over
bro.
here. I think you were here too.
They're so bad. I was like, damn. I I don't care what you're playing.
Do they have
I'll
like
listen to
black
it.
hair, like kind of like an edgy vibe a little bit?
They like dance on stage, but
Yeah.
they do like
Okay.
choreography and shit.
Yeah. It's
yeah.
kind of like, why are you doing all this? You don't
For
need,
sure,
you don't need to
100%.
do all
But
this.
they're so
they're
bad,
going all
bro.
Beyonce with it and shit.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
So when did you start DJing? What was like the year you started actually doing that?
2018.
2018.
Friend actually wanted me to go to like yeah, I want to start becoming a DJ, and I was like, okay, cool. Can you make these tracks for me? No. Well, why the fuck not, bro? I'll just fine. And then I started just like, you know, making my own tracks and stuff like that. And then or like at least making my own mixes, I should say, my own edits. And then somebody's like, you want to play a show? I'm like, I don't know how to use CDJs. They're like, go to Guitar Center and practice. What? So I would literally go to Guitar Center, plug my USB in, and play until they kicked me out, and practice until they kicked me out. Like I would go to Cerritos, I would go to the one in Fountain Valley, like every single one until like banned, or they take them off display or something, you know?
How long did it take?
Commitment right there,
stay in
dude.
there
I like
to
that,
practice?
yeah.
How long did you last, basically?
I would be able to almost practice my set, but like obviously I'm not performing Mozart or like, you know, like Stevie Aoki or anything like that. So like
Right.
they'll quickly like, hey, you gotta turn that down or you can't play that. And I'm like,
Oh,
Were you playing hardcore or style?
right. Oh, I'm playing like Miss Kate. I was playing Miss Kate and In Your Fist.
yeah.
Oh, when you
Specifically.
showed her face.
Yeah, that's
But you
funny.
said you like managed to last a whole set. That's pretty impressive. That you were there for a while.
Yeah, sometimes I'd be in the back and I'd have it down a little bit enough to hear it, but then sometimes you have to just have it
I
cranked
think
up
it's
a
still
little
a good
bit
enough
harder.
time. No, I
Everyone
don't know.
going.
Yeah.
I think it's still
Right.
a good enough time. But I'm surprised you lasted that long. Because I mean, yeah, nobody like wants to hear like all the time and crap, you know.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
And then like they're trying to sell those speakers and whatever,
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, too. And other
Yeah.
people are trying to listen to other guitars or harmonicas. I don't know what people buy at
Fuck
Guitar
'em.
Center that,
Yeah.
that aren't DJs.
Get it shit done.
Yeah.
Nah, that's cool. That's commitment though, dude. Honestly, that's like basically like trying to find a way to make it work, bro. Make it happen.
Yeah, and honestly, like at the time,
Go
I
to
didn't even
bed.
think about it.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about like, oh, dude, you're like going into the stores and you're practicing. I was just like, they have CDJs.
Right.
I'm gonna go play CDJs. Like I did not think of anything else of like how that sounded. And then like looking back on it, I'm like, bro, that's like some weird like pioneership. I'm like, that's cool. We did it. Like
Yeah.
that's how much we
Yeah.
wanted it. You know.
Yeah.
Was it with Wasted when you started, or who's it? It was Wasted Productions.
Well, I started with having the biggest brain fart. Innovative. They're called Innovative. And then they like kind of merged a little bit with Wasted. And then I moved over to Wasted. And like they pretty much just like taught me how to like brand myself a little bit, how to sell tickets, carry yourself as an artist and stuff like that. Like, hey, if you're playing a show with Anger Fist, you don't play Anger Fist tracks. You know, just like
Right.
basic DJ etiquette, small stuff that like you probably wouldn't think about until like you actually made that mistake or heard it, you know?
Yeah.
Don't play riffs, don't redline, you know, just simple stuff that I
Right,
learned
right.
there. And so I felt like it was very valuable, but like they were geared more towards like bass or like dubstep
rush.
and
Yeah.
like bass thrush type of music at the time. So I was like, all right, I got to find my niche somewhere else. And then Army of Hardcore asked me if I want to be a part of the residency, and so it just worked out perfect that way.
And they're in LA, right?
What was your first show like?
Nerve wracking, huh?
Yeah, and like nerve wracking. I think I got to play for like 15 minutes or something like that, like super small in the corner at Catch One. My mom was there. I'm like, my brother was there. My husband was there. Like 10 of my closest friends, and then maybe like 5 people I didn't know. Like it was like a small room, maybe a third of the way packed out. But in my head, I'm like, I have a sold out crowd here. Like this is insane. And then I remember I played a Wasted Penguins track, Heaven specifically.
Nice.
And then I was just like, this is so beautiful. I'm like, don't be a pussy. Don't fucking cry right now. Don't you fucking cry right now. Because I was like, this is so cool. But like, I don't know. That was like just one of the best feelings I've ever had. And then so I was just like, yeah, this is it, bro. This is game.
This is what it's gonna be, dude. That's tight.
were you talking about like your first show like by yourself, or was it like back to back with another?
Okay,
Your-
it was a back to back with
Yeah.
another person, but
Uh-huh.
honestly, like now that I'm looking back, I'm like, that was my show.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
but-
for sure.
Yeah.
no,
You're out
but
there, you know, I mean, like you're playing a show, like
No, I was going back to back with my homie Chaotic, and he did help me out and like give me some pointers, and like he's the one that told me like, hey, go to Guitar Center, practice here or whatever, you know. And gave me he was the one that told me like, no, make your own tracks and everything like that too. So I kind of like think like if it wasn't for Nikki and if it wasn't for him, I'm like I'd probably still be just like, yeah, I don't know. I work 9 to 5 and I go to raves and I support like EDM music, and like I don't know, I would have never fell in love with like hardstyle or DJing. Probably would have like I like Zed. And
Zed's cool.
not that there's anything wrong with Zed, but I just feel like there's more to EDM.
Yeah, there's more. You basically you got the bug.
It was Chaotix too at the Circle as well too. Like I was playing with you, right? Yeah, at the Circle. Yeah.
Yeah, like my first show. Yeah, we were in Wasted together. We did a lot of back to backs as well as with some of the other DJs there. Like Sache, I started off with, and they're playing for BassCon now and doing a lot of shows too. So
oh man, that's cool.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's really exciting to see like some of my friends branching off, and like my first like one of my friends that I ever seen first go through Wasted, his name's Level, and he actually has done tours through Canada. He's played in Europe. He's played Lost Lands. I don't want to like give up the juice on the upcoming shows, but yeah, he'll be playing like you know other big shows too, like maybe. Again,
so how'd you get into BassCon? Like, where did that all come into factor?
Honestly, I think it was just from being like a fan and just being such a like supporter for a long time, and just you know creating like a presence in the scene and like you know talking to people, and then also just trying to create a presence in the scene as Misfits. Like I never really like hit anybody up as like, you know, promoter, like, hey, can I play a show? Hey, can I play a show? I'm just like, I'm gonna play a show. I'm gonna play for someday, and like just, you know, posting like my music and stuff like that. And then like, you know, they're gonna hit me up one day. It might be 5 days from now, it might be 5 years from now, it might be when I'm 50. I don't know, but like it's gonna happen one day, and just like having that faith and like just, you know, believing in it. And like one day they hit me up, and then like I literally like almost flipped over like my laptop. Like I like was running around, like almost like punched my husband in the face, like, bro, like you don't even know, like this is real. Yeah, I like literally about to like fist fight somebody just out of excitement. I'm like,
some real anger fish shit, right?
Yeah. Literally. But like I was running around like a little like, you know, anime character and everything like that, like a little Deku, like
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're big, you know.
So what's with the name Misfits? Where'd you pull that out of?
So I have an older sister that had she actually passed away when I was younger, but the music I remember listening to her with was ironically Missy Elliott. So
I wanted Misfits.
No,
like goes from punk to EDM. I was like, where's this going? But Missy Elliott too. So Missy Elliott, and then you go to Misfit.
Yeah, and then so I just kind of like that name, like, you know, like kind of like Missy or whatever. But I was like, okay, Missy doesn't fit me. What is that? Some like stuck up little like mini skirt, like, you know, like I was like, nah, that's not me. And then so I was thinking about it, and then like I always kind of like that like edgy scene of like, you know, like punk and, you know, Misfits and everything like that. And I always felt like I was kind of like a misfit. Like I never really like fit in with people and stuff like that. But then like also you like always want to fit in and stuff like that. So I was like, Misfits, I don't fit in. If I want people, I was like, yeah. I was like, all right, yeah. And I was just like high as shit. And I was honestly gonna go with like some name like Stony Princess. And then somebody was like, that's stupid. And I was like, all right.
Yeah, it's hard to use weed stuff for like to make it sound cool, you know?
Yeah, and then somebody was like, what if you stop smoking weed? And then I was like, what if I stop smoking weed? I was like, that's cute. Try again. They're like, okay, what if you play in a country where weed's illegal? And I was like, now that's a reasonable thing. I was like, me stop smoking weed.
Yeah, just for like that day, that week. So I actually grew that right there. What do you think about that?
It's pretty fire.
Tell me the truth. Don't fucking lie to me.
No, it's pretty
DJ
fire.
Misfit.
I honestly thought you like bought it from like a dispensary. It was like rolled perfectly too. It's fire.
That was Trey Roller. Shout out Trey.
Yeah, thank you, Trey. Miss you,
but yeah, that's some lemon. That's some lemon cherry gelato crossed with permanent marker.
Oh hell yeah!
Dude, that legally in Santa Ana. Our spot's called No Stress Genetics.
Oh really? Legally in Santa Ana?
Yeah, we got a spot. It's pretty big, bro. We got 134 lights right now. We're about halfway done. So,
are you interested in doing like a cross collab podcast? Like, can I invite you to come on to Cannabis Talk 101?
Dude, we're gonna talk about just like weed shit.
You got it, bro.
Yeah, like just talk about
I'm
your brand,
down.
bro.
Yeah, anytime, dude. Dude, I've been growing weed for like 6-ish, 7-ish years now, almost.
Yeah,
In,
because
like,
I
10
mean,
years almost,
because any brand that we get on there, like you said, and then we're allowed to talk about it and everything. And I just feel like that would be super cool. You obviously have a great personality, and I think it'd make a great show, you know. And like, oh yeah, I love supporting other, you know, people, the cannabis industry, especially homies of homies and everything, you know.
We all family here, dude.
We're all family.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, I've been trying to get my boss to market more. They're not. They came from like the traditional market, you know. So it's like you don't want people to know your shit, none of that, dude. But our shit's pretty fire, dude. Honestly, like it's just right now, it's tough because everyone's shit is fire right now, dude. Like if you're in California right now, it's like hard to not smoke good weed, dude. You know.
I feel that. I feel that.
That
Like,
space is fucked right now.
I know when my friends, I go to like the Netherlands, and then I'm like, oh yeah, what'd you try out there at the coffee shops? They're like, oh, weed from Humboldt. I was like, you left California to go to the Netherlands to smoke weed from California? I was like, you didn't at least try something from somewhere else? Like, nah.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I would have been doing other stuff.
right?
You know?
Like, you know, that just goes to show.
Well, I just think because like most of the world, dude, when they grow like cannabis and stuff, they're growing outdoors, you know. So it's like really like California, like the West Coast, a lot of like states out here in America. It's like we're the ones that really invested in like indoor growing, you know. So that it's just like that should change the game. But I mean now it's like a lot of places are doing it. But like European countries that legalized it earlier, bro, it's all like outdoor. Like I just grew it in my backyard type shit. Nothing wrong with that, dude. You know, I'm just saying because my homie he goes to Amsterdam all the time, dude. Like once a year to party, you know. But he always like sneaks weed in and shit.
And like you said, nothing against like outdoor grown and stuff like that, but like my mom grows outdoors, so like I'm not gonna go and spend like top dollar or go like buy it. I'm like, my mommy grows weed outside. I was like, no. I was like, so yeah, I feel like the powers, you know, being able to have like that controlled environment, like just, you know, those like big grows and everything like that too. It's kind of amazing just to see like what they're doing in the industry and everything like that too, and just, you know, what they're able to do with the plant as well. Yeah, I definitely support it. And that's why I like being at Cannabis Talk 101 a little bit more too, because I feel like as a bud tender, you're like, this shit's fire, buy it.
Yeah.
Like that's your
that's
power.
Just purple. Do you like purple?
Like that's
what do you want?
Yeah, like you don't get like much more power than that. Or like you'll be able to have somebody like come in like, oh my gosh, you know, like I have, you know, like cancer, or I have, you know, like this issue, and you could actually help them with that.
That's where it's cool, you
and
know?
Yeah, and then you're like, okay, but it's only 50-50. Like you get those two customers, you know? So I feel like at least here we have more of an educational platform.
Yeah.
And we're able to like share that with like other people and tell their stories. And yeah, but kind of like what you're doing here. But you're able to talk about everything. We only talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Or we're only supposed to.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of your guys' episodes. I checked it out. You guys do a lot of like the legality stuff like that. Like you guys talk about a lot of that space. I noticed, which is cool because that information is like a lot of people have nowhere to get that, you know? Because everyone can tell you how to grow weed, but then when you're like, how do I like do it legally? Then it's like, oh shit, like all right, now you need someone that understands like real estate, that understands zoning and shit like that, you know? What's that shit with the blue tags called? Fucking metric, bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro, I hate metric so much, dude. The metric is basically like it's a system they use like the Cannabis Bureau to track like the plant from like seed all the way to sell. Yeah. Bro, it's so annoying. So we have like we have a grow, we have a nursery, and we have a distro and dispensary, right? And when we move it from our nursery into our grow, which is it's in the same building, we're just taking it from one room to another room. It like becomes like this whole, we have to use the whole other license and do all this paperwork. It's like so retarded, bro.
Really?
Yeah.
Just to move it to the next building.
We need 2 different licenses just for that, bro.
That's crazy.
It's so weird, bro. And I'm just like, y'all don't understand how like weed works, bro, because people are always just taking cuts and then they continue to grow the same mom, you know?
Right.
So, okay. You know how some states that like they don't have weed legalized and everything like that, and it's still like just medicinal, or they could have Delta 8 or whatever, and they could sell like, you know, or hemp and everything at really low THC levels. Well, some of these, I hope I'm not throwing but some of these brands and places, they're able to get around doing this. And sorry to cut you off, but like before I forgot this thought, So you know how when you like get the plant at like an early stage before it's completely cured, you could get a lower THC testing. So they'll test it like before it's completely cured, put it in the jar, sell it, and then once it's actually cured, it's not 8% anymore. It's actually 18 or 28% THC.
Yeah.
And you have like a real OG, but they're selling it as, you know, like Delta 8 or like THCA or like, you know, something very like way off different just so they could get around that, you know, system, which I think is super interesting because I'm like, that's cool. Shady, because what if these people really can't handle? Yeah, exactly. You know,
use a coffee shit. Yeah, there's a lot of ways to trick to like fucking with the score, bro. Like if you pull like nugs from the bottom part of the plant, like it should test lower just in general, you know, because the way that nutrients flows from a plant.
Yeah, and then they'll just go those little parts and stuff like that, but then still the top parts for the same thing.
That's what you get tested if you want. Like to go put like when people come to test our shit for the dispensaries and shit, we'll take the top nugs, bro, the nice big fat ones, bro, that are gonna be like 30% or some bullshit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, you know, and like that's exactly like
that's what we put on the label.
This is what I'm testing for, so that's all it is.
Yeah, but dude, honestly, like the testing, there's just so many ways around all the regulation, bro, that people think that if they get it from a legal spot that it's better weed or healthier. But it's like, bro, I've been to grows that have like straight up mold on the walls, bro, and they're still passing testing, you know?
Yeah, because you could pay off certain
powder
like places, or you could just like submit certain parts of it and then still pass the other. There's like so many corners that can be cut and stuff.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you a little secret. I'm gonna have to delete like when I said like where I work at. But
we're okay with that,
bro. We got checked by the Cannabis Bureau twice. Our whole 3 years being there, I think, you know. They did it twice the first year because the first time they did just a random checkup, you know, and they caught 2 things, but they were cool. They let it slide. And then we had a fire, and they came like right after the fire. I don't know why, just check, I guess. But since then, bro, we could be doing whatever we want, bro. Nothing's been getting checked, bro. It's crazy, bro.
It's impressive, yeah.
It just makes no sense. You're paying all this money for all this regulation, and even the regulators know it's bullshit, you know? It's just weird, bro.
I feel like at some point, like all the things that we're paying for and stuff like that, it's just like for formality, you know, just like it's, oh yeah, you do have this, it's set in place. See, this is where the money's going to that, or see, this is where the testing's coming from. But then like everybody's still like looking the other way. And then if you think about it, you're like, if this is what's happening in like cannabis, what's happening in the
oh yeah, for sure.
You're like, bro.
That's exactly how the government works. And seeing it, you know, for our generation, you know.
Yeah, and then you're like, bro, if they're just doing this over some fucking nugs, like, what are they doing over like children or like, you know, some like heavier shit, like more than like just pounds of weed and shit, you know? So I'm just like, fuck. Like my husband works at FedEx, and they have like some accounts and stuff like that, right? And then like some of the boxes, they're like 80-90 pounds, but then they're like, you're not allowed to like look in them, and then they're like just long rectangular boxes, and they're like from
Wayfair.
Yeah, no, that's literally the account. I swear to God, that's the account. And then and I was just like, bro, I was like, you ever like kick it and see like what happens and like it opens or anything like that? He's like, no, I'll get in trouble. I'm like, well, but I was like, if anybody ever does, I was like, and somebody screams, like, what would you do?
Record it.
I would do shit, bro.
And then
I would do shit personally.
One time I was like on acid coming back from like a music festival. I was sitting in the back of the van. I was like sitting there thinking about it, and I was like, bro, this is like what it's like being like a package being shipped. Yeah. And then I was like, no, this is what it's like being human trafficked in a fucking package being shipped. And I was like, why am I thinking about this right now, bro? And then I was like, no, this is shady. And then I was like, and then my husband's like driving the van, and I was like, well, he doesn't drive vans for FedEx. I was like, but see, people that work for, I was like, nope, this is all connecting dots right now. Like it might have been like those trips where you're just like, girl, go to
that's
sleep.
Like not a weed trip.
But
that's maybe an edible trip, but that's like some mushroom trip, bro.
It was definitely some really fire like acid that I got from music festival in Washington.
Yeah. Dude, I've been microdosing on mushrooms like every day for the last few weeks. But every once in a while, I'll take a little too much, you know? I don't know if it's the scale or what, dude. But today, dude, and we're so busy.
But when it's like not a micro and it's just a dose.
Sometimes I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just the scale that I'm using right now. It might be just getting old or whatever. But dude, I got to work and I thought I took 0.2, dude. I was like full on in the bathroom seeing shit, dude, like shapes. I was literally about to call in, dude, and just tell my boss like, yo, I don't feel good. I got hit in the head yesterday or something, you know? And then just go home. But I was like, nah. I sat in my car for like 20 minutes. I was like, nah. pull it together. We got to get this done, But anyways, I digress, bro. I don't even know why I brought it up. I just wanted to share that happened today, bro.
Funny, though, yeah.
Bro, I had to go up on a ladder today too. I was like, oh man,
Looking
I don't want to do none of this,
yeah.
But we survived, bro. We're alive.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, baby.
I sampled some gummies at work, and then like I had to make these calls, and I'm like, "Did I call this person?" I'm like, I think I called this. I'm like, should I call them again? I was like, nah. And then I was like, you know what this sounds like? My last break. I was like, nope, gotta go smoke a bowl, drink some water, we're gonna snap out of it. I went back, I'm like, definitely didn't fucking call this person. Let's go.
Yeah. Dude, coincidentally, you live next to my homie Trey. He literally left before you got here.
Everybody has lived there or fucking knows someone that lives there, has
we should take
partied
that out,
there.
though.
We'll take that out.
Yeah. Damn. All right, I gotta remember that now. More work. Anyways, that's just a trip because
But yeah.
what a coincidence, dude.
Yeah,
No.
I live right next to him. Crazy. I
Right?
just saw a
That's
car
funny.
there, and then I saw both of them the same day.
What number do you know?
No, I
I'm in
don't
like
know.
I was like, I'm in like the far back.
He's-
The 200s.
He's in the back, like left corner.
Yeah.
So if you go through the
Dude,
back one,
I'm
like,
in the
to
back
right.
left corner.
Yeah, he lives right there.
Stop.
Trip.
He has really long hair. Wears a hat all the
Dude,
time.
I was just like,
Bro,
that's fucking.
remember how we were talking about how Trey was like CIA, bro? This further confirms.
Oh, thanks. Now I know my neighbor's CIA.
I'm thinking you both might be at this point,
Well,
bro.
guess
You
whose
never
lease
know.
is up now? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, that's a cool little complex though, dude. I see a lot of cool pets.
Yeah, that was
A lot of cool
actually the
pets right
main
there.
reason why we moved there is because at the time we had like 3 dogs, and that's the only place that allows you to have 3 dogs. Everybody else is like 2. So that's the only reason why we pretty much picked that place. Like, I mean, it's not like it's a bad place or a bad location, but that was like why we picked that place before I ever knew anywhere else, because I was like, yeah, we're gonna have to only have 2 dogs, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna be weirded out when they hear 3 barks.
It's a lot, bro. 2 to
What
3 is a lot, bro.
Yeah.
It's a trifecta of the barks, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It goes from like just like 2 dogs to like a kennel sound real quick, you know?
It's like from an echo to like a in your face. What kind of dogs do you have?
So I have my dog Jack, who just turned 14. He's a pit bull, like
14?
Yeah, 14 years old.
Dude, that's like 60 in dog years, dude.
Dude, that's like 90 in dog years. But
Facts.
yeah, I literally had to do the math because I was like, is he 100? I was like, like I
Damn,
suck at
that's
math.
crazy.
I had to. I was like, he's not 100. Yeah, I was like, but that's wild. But yeah, so he's like pretty much like half golden retriever and half like red nosed pit bull.
Ooh, that
And
sounds cute.
yeah, I had his mom actually, and he knew his mom, like, and he used to help me like sneak her over a fence when we were younger, and we'd like break into like a school like parking lot or whatever, and like playground and like do whatever there, right, and have fun.
Have fun.
So yeah, and then so she had puppies, so I had him, and then we adopted a dog, and she's like a boxer pit bull mix, and then our brother has a dog. She's a red nosed pit bull. We got like 2 pit bulls and a boxer.
Wow. That's a good little fucking set of dogs right there.
Yeah,
What do you
it's
call
a
them?
family,
Cubs.
you know?
Yeah.
Good family.
Good family right
Yeah, it's
there.
pretty much like the 2 girls, and they're only like 2 years apart, and like they like kind of like, you know, are the ones that are like barking and stuff like that. And he's like, I'm retired. Like, I just get treats and pets now. You go bark and do that.
Yeah. How do
But-
they get along with the other dogs? Are they friendly and stuff?
Yeah, they're all pretty friendly. Except for like my senior dog now. He has like a hard time seeing. So if he knows you, like he's cool with you and like remembers your smell and stuff like that. But like he has a hard time seeing and like recognizing like new dogs. So like I just keep him away from new dogs just because like he'll kind of growl at them, but like they don't know why he's growling. But I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, he just can't fucking see you, bro. But like, yeah, other than that, all
Gang
the dogs
ties,
are
bro.
really friendly.
Yeah.
My dog's actually been on TV, so she's like a movie star.
What's the
And
name of
like,
that show again?
it
I
was,
saw it. It's
oh, you
freaking
saw
It's
it?
freaking awesome.
do you see how they called me a cheater too?
Because they said that.
Wait, what show?
They said that like you basically like made the
It's right
dog
here.
like you know sit like on like your lap or something, but like he like just
We only had so
automatically
much
sits on
time
that.
to get it done,
Yeah.
and then but they told me that you couldn't bring treats on, okay? But other people had
didn't see-
treats on the couch for
I
their
didn't-
dogs.
You didn't bring treats. Though. I
No,
didn't see you
because
bring anything.
yeah.
at
So
all,
who's
yeah.
the real cheater?
Oh
You
yeah.
know, like you know.
Maybe you just didn't know you could bring treats though.
Well, they told me you couldn't on the piece of paper because they didn't want like other dogs to smell the treats
Yeah.
and then to like run and like
Plot
not
thickens.
listen. Because it was like a rescue dog show, so it's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
you know by far anybody's really trained here.
Yeah, it's
Like-
not the Westminster Dog Show.
Yeah, exactly, not at all. Yeah, that's like hardcore.
It was a cute show.
Oh,
though,
thank you.
nonetheless.
Yeah, so it was.
I gotta see
Yeah,
that. I gotta
it was
see
adorable, and it was at I think like Warner Brothers Studios. So it was pretty cool getting to like get driven around the studio like in a golf cart with my dog, and then like people are literally coming out and they're taking pictures like we're celebrities, and I'm like,
DJ
yeah, I'm just like playing along, and I'm like, yes, look at her, absolutely, you know, like just totally full of it and stuff.
yeah.
But in the back of my head, like, this is so fucking
It
cool.
was Sparrow, right?
Yeah, it's for Sparrow,
Yeah.
and it was called the American Rescue Dog Show, and it was just a show to like raise money for like rescue animals and like awareness. And like Rob Riggle or whatever, he was like one of the hosts on it, and he was like one of like the celebrities I recognized from 21 Jump Street. He
Oh,
was
yeah.
like the
He's the
principal
coach.
guy, yeah, the
Yeah,
coach or
yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
yeah. And then so I was like, oh my god, this
Oh,
is
Hollywood
so,
fucking movie star right here.
yeah,
bro.
and then
cool.
yeah, so it was
was a
pretty
cool show.
cool. I think like Paula Abdul was like one of the judge
What?
hosts and stuff like that too. Yeah, and then so the categories were like best in snoring, best
What'd you say?
underbite.
You
Yeah,
win.
and I was like,
You
that
win, bro.
was yeah, that was wild.
Yeah.
So I'll give you like the audition form. That was perfect.
I'm like, I found him in the corner, bro. Just
It was like
hiding under
best
a
couch
dish.
potato and stuff, and then best like freaking.
Yeah, so that was
so
ours.
good.
We were supposed to be best couch potato,
Yeah.
and we literally practiced, okay? And then like, but she saw like cameras and lights like this, and then she just stage like she literally froze, and I'm like, yeah, her eyes are all wide. She's like a boxer, so they
Yeah.
either look like super calm or crackhead, right? So she's just like eyes wide, crackhead looking, and I'm like, Sparrow, come on, like it's okay. And then she's like sitting there, like growling at the cameraman, like, oh, you better stay the fuck away. And then so like I pull her back a little bit, just like, oh, it's okay, couch potato. And then it was like a cute moment. They used that scene for every single commercial. Okay,
Sick.
like it was like one of the most used scenes.
But you
then-
didn't even win, though.
No, and then they're
Fuck
like, "Oh, well, you technically cheated," and they made like a comment, but I actually thought it was kind of interesting.
Like teals, they were kind of like teasing.
Yeah,
you,
a teasing moment, but
yeah,
but mine was like the longest moment out of all like
Oh,
the
for
other
sure.
ones, pretty much,
It was
other
more
than the
recognizable.
winners. You know, yeah.
because like you know, you don't normally see a dog kind of just like
But so how they say you cheated
Yeah.
though?
Because like I kind of just like pulled her back like this instead of
Yeah.
her just like laying on it, you know.
Oh,
But she was scared,
yeah.
and you know, at the end of the day, I feel like if we didn't do that, we wouldn't have had such a like memorable long shot moment and
Oh,
stuff
for
like
sure.
that.
Oh yeah.
And then like
All the commercials.
just for attending it, like goes $500 to the shelter that she came from, and then the grand winner I think got like $10,000 to the shelter that dog came from. I got like a t-shirt. I think she got like a bone and like a treat and stuff like that, you know, like, so it was all for the like shelters and everything like that. So like, it was like super fun experience just to do. And like, I would definitely support and like, you know, like donate money to like, you know, have another show like that, even if I wasn't on it, just because I was like, this is a really, really cool thing, you know?
Where can we find the show? What's the name of it?
It was the American Rescue Dog Show. And then like, I think part of it is on YouTube, but actually I have like the whole thing recorded, and I have to like I should just honestly repost it. So I'll probably like do that
found
this
it on-
weekend.
Please do. I want to see
I
it.
found
Yeah.
Was it on YouTube?
But actually, I
No,
have,
I think was it
Dude,
on
I gotta
YouTube?
hook the
It was
I
on-
have the
computer to the
I could've
TV so I can
sworn
be
it was
playing
on,
shit. I was
Hulu or
thinking about
something.
that.
I remember it was on
like,
something.
little clip.
yeah, I have
Yeah, I
the
got-
commercial like linked to like my Instagram and stuff like that, just because I'm like, oh, I was so proud of it and stuff.
I don't remember what shit though. I watched it
Wow.
with my wife too. It
A
was-
real
it was
American
freaking
hero.
great.
Yeah, I was just like, I'll pull it up.
Dude, have you seen when those
But-
dogs do the fucking track and stuff like that? That shit blows my mind how they
It's
train them to do
crazy.
that.
Yeah, so-
You see
how do you
the
teach them that,
Pomeranians do
dude?
They're
Yeah.
freaking fast. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
like when they jump left and right,
Yeah,
bro.
That's insane, dude.
The little,
That shit blows my mind how you can teach animals that.
Oh yeah.
is it on
They're
YouTube?
just so damn smart.
Let's check it out. All right. Oh, it's on ABC.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on ABC, on Hulu.
Send me the link and then we'll post it on there too.
Yeah. Well,
Oh yeah.
oh, dude, that dog had a wheelchair. That was sad, dude.
It's all these different categories.
Yeah,
and
his
stuff.
name was Lieutenant Dan.
Nice. That is cute as fuck.
Said it, Dan.
No, I swear to God, his name is Lieutenant Dan. Like,
tight.
There was a lot of Oh man, it was a cool
Whoa,
show.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
One of them brought a pig at one point. He got disqualified because it was a dog show. At
Yeah.
that.
And then honestly, when we watched it, we're like, there's a fucking pig there.
Yeah.
We didn't even
Wait,
see the
so
pig.
are
when
you
we
the
were
one that's
there.
holding the boxer like that? Is that
Yeah,
you?
that's me. Yeah, that's me and her. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Oh, it was a cute show.
He's half boxer. He's half boxer and half bulldog.
Oh yeah, you could definitely see like he's a little cutie pie.
It's random how he like they had him, bro. Because the mom's the bulldog, so she's like the smaller one, yeah.
Oh.
The boxer. I'm like, this doesn't look
Dude,
good.
boxers are weird. I'm telling you, like they're eccentric.
What are you doing, bro? But yeah. Dogs are
That's
cool, man.
funny.
Milkshake's cool. He's a cool dog, bro. He gets along with people, but he just does not get along with anything else.
Smaller dogs.
Dogs,
Oh, no, it's bigger dogs.
animals. in general?
bigger dogs for sure. Some smaller dogs he's cool with, but just anything cats, hamsters, fucking anything, bro. It's fucked up, bro.
I get that.
Intruders, you know.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucked up, bro. Like, I try to take him to my friends to try to get cool, or I take him to the park, bro, and he just freaks out on everything, dude. Bro, there's this husky that, like, when I walk him at my dad's, there's this husky that he stays behind this gated thing, and they leave him in the front, right? And like my dog will literally like just push up against the fence, just like not giving a fuck. And this fool's on some other fool's lawn, bro, barking at some other fool's dog. I'm like, yo, this fool might have a gun, bro. What are you doing, dog? What the fuck? Can't you be running up on people's dogs like that, bro? You know what I mean? But he's just a savage, bro. He doesn't care, dude. He has a scar right here on his face because he got bit by like some other dog. I think it was a pit bull or some shit. The fool just like locked with him. I was like, bro, you gotta make better choices, dog. Can't be doing all this, dude.
Yeah, can't be going out in the streets, you know?
You know what I mean? Like, bro, what are you getting mad about, bro? Life is good. But I want him to get along with the other dogs because I want him to play and not be lonely, you know? It's like, you know, I don't know.
I feel that. Like my mom's dog, I feel like I want him to play with other dogs, but I feel like he just doesn't like people or like other dogs. He's just like, I'm not interested, you know? Like,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I think it's like people, you know, like some people just prefer like, you know, I'm good. I'm gonna stay by myself. I'm, you know, like that like old man that sits on the porch and,
And
stuff
those
like that.
people become active shooters.
At first, I was like thinking too.
That's what I think about. Am I harboring a murderer, bro? When I look at him, like, am I in love with this vicious fucking attack dog, bro? Yeah.
That's what I was thinking too. Like at first, like have they had like any other like animal interactions?
Oh, yeah, when he was little, I used to always bring him around. He was cool. Just one day, like a switch just flipped, bro. Remember when I brought him to meet your cat? I brought him to your cat because he was cool with other pets before. That's when it was started. That's when he was like a teenager, yeah.
Yoda. Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's when he was starting to get like that, dude. And I was
Yeah.
like, yo, what the fuck, bro? I was like,
You
yo.
want to kill him, dude.
Dude, remember? He was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I was like,
I guess it
dude,
was like
he's
a
a blood in his
blend.
eye.
He might like turtles.
Turtle would be cool because
My dog likes my turtle. Like she's obsessed with the turtle. I don't know why, but
I think Turtle would be a good one because he wouldn't even be able to.
Yeah,
if he
he
wanted to,
would.
he couldn't, you know?
Yeah.
I just go in the show like fuck you, bro.
Yeah. Maybe I should just get him like a turtle as a companion, you know? He's not lonely.
Or
Bro,
like a
cute.
fish in
Oh,
a
man,
tank
it's
or
cute.
something like that, you know,
Nah.
or like a turtle in a tank. They could like look at each other or something.
Nah,
you
I want
know?
something we can play. Even with bitches, bro, I bring him around other dogs, bro, and he'll try to fuck them, but then he'll still be trying to attack them, dude. It's pretty interesting to watch.
That's weird.
That's his kink, bro. That's his kink.
I'm like, that is not how you run game, milkshake. You know what I mean? You need to stop, bro.
You know, don't sex shame him. Don't sex shame him. You know, like that's what he likes, bro.
Yeah, but it's fucked up, dude. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with them.
I told you boxers are weird.
Yeah.
I think it really is like a preference. I guess they really do like have their own specific preference.
Bro, but people, he's so cool. He's never been a person, a baby. Like little kids will be pulling on his ears and shit, and he like doesn't trip on them or anything. Yeah, weird, bro. Maybe he thinks
Maybe
he's a
that's
human.
his companionship, like
Humans?
children. Yeah,
Children. Humans would be cool, but then people can't be with them 24/7. You know, that's why I want to get him like a little homie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm.
What can you do?
So
Sometimes.
what's the next show?
I
gotta go.
San Diego on March 16th. I'll be playing a show. I think I'm closing as well, playing, I think it's 2 to 3 a.m. And then I'm going to be going to the Netherlands like 2 weeks after that to go to Masters of Hardcore. Yeah, I'm super excited.
What?
And like, I wanted to go like with my husband. I'm like, you want to go? And he's like, I don't know. No. And I'm like, all right, well, this passport is literally going to expire this year. And I bought it to go to the Netherlands. But I wanted to like graduate college first. And then COVID happened and all that lame stuff, right? So I was like, well, I'm going to go. And so I literally like bought my ticket like by myself. Like I already knew I was like people going and stuff like that. Like I know probably like 30 to 40 people that are going to be going from, you know, California and the Netherlands as well. So I know I won't technically be alone, but you know, I like bought the plane ticket solo, bought the like festival ticket, just like I'm sure I'll see somebody. Like that was my whole like mentality about it. And yeah, so I'm pretty excited about that. And then like the week that I come back, I have a show in LA called Destroy LA. That'll be at Catch One and that'll be a Friday. And then the Saturday I'll be playing in San Diego again. And then I have a couple more shows that are pending for the month of April as well. And then something lined up for May and maybe something for June. So yeah, we're definitely getting the ball rolling for sure.
It's quite a schedule. Heck yeah.
Yeah. So I'm excited. And yeah, it's been pretty busy. And I just got back from Vegas last week. It was actually like a live stream show. So that was pretty fun. It was definitely like an interesting vibe. I just went there, like had some more connections and everything like that too. Networked a little bit. And then I had Academy, my first show at the Academy. It was only like you know, like the side room stage, but I feel like that's like everybody's introductory. You know, it was fun. It was a great set. Everything came out exactly how I imagined. And I used to like practice like literally like hours and hours before. And like I used to get so nervous before I'd go on stage. I would have a piece of paper and I'd write down the tracks I wanted to play in order. I would not talk to anybody and I would just sit there and stare at it like, no, like I would literally be like that nervous. I don't drink before I go on stage. Like I'll smoke a little bit just so I don't have like, you know, nervousness or whatever. But like dead sober, like when I play, like I take it so seriously and I usually like close. So like obviously I'm sober the whole night and everybody's like, oh yeah, you must be drunk or like, you know, I'm like, no, I'm just really happy to be here, bro. Like I was like, I don't need anything. And then
that's the high, you know?
Yeah.
That's the high,
for sure.
Yeah, so like on that, I go to most shows like that. Sometimes maybe I'll like microdose or something like that a little bit. Maybe I'll have like half a drink, but I really don't drink anymore. And yeah, so I just pretty much just smoke weed and, you know, like a little bit of mushrooms and, you know, that's the vibe. So, and then caffeine fuels my energy. That's when people are like, where's your energy from? I'm like, oh, Red Bull.
How many did you say you drink in a day?
Well, okay, so I did get a lot better, but like if I have a show or something like that, I'll drink probably like two, but like two of like the 8. But I read that you could drink like 300 milligrams a day of caffeine before it becomes like technically like really bad. Like I'm sure 300 is still really bad. But so that's why I did the math. I'm like, okay, so 2 of these, then you should be fine. So I try to stay within that realm, but I don't drink more than 1 if I don't have like a show. And then like during the week and stuff like that, I'll try to just drink like coffee or not coffee, like juice and water, like at work and stuff like that. So it's pretty much just on the weekends, or like if I'm like dead tired and I'm like, oh yeah, I got 3 hours of sleep.
Yeah, that's a lot of caffeine though, dude.
Yeah, honestly, it came from like going going to college like full time and working 6 days a week. That's where my taste, and then also trying to be a DJ on the weekends. That's where my taste, for Red Bull came from for sure. I remember I was at a rave one time.
Like regular people, I'm just kidding.
Everybody like says stuff like that, and I'm like, bro, I don't know, like this is cheaper, right?
Yeah, for sure that is, dude.
That is true. Yeah, it's cheaper.
But yeah, so. That's pretty much like how I'll DJ. I'm just like totally like sober. And then, but now I've gotten to the point where like I'll hear someone play a track and then it'll be like 3 minutes before my set. And then I'll just like, cause I have record box on my phone and then I'll just like look at my I'll just like look at my like set list and stuff like that. And I'm like, scratch that. And then I'll just like literally go up like 2 minutes before my set, like in the back of my head, like, all right, we're gonna freestyle it now. And like when I first started DJing, I probably would have like thrown up and passed out because I would have been so nervous. But now I'm just like, whatever, bro. We're like, whatever's in this USB, we're playing. Like we'll figure it out. Like no fear.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool.
I mean, like, not that I don't practice. I do practice and prepare. Just sometimes, like, whatever I spent the last 15, 20 hours practicing on, I don't want to play it anymore. Yeah.
It's there, it's there,
Yeah.
You can pull it out when you need to pull it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, repetition, bro. Repetition's the key to success, dude. The key to success,
What club is it at, or where is it going to be at in San Diego?
Be honest.
Bloom?
No, it's not Bloom. I think it's gonna be like a warehouse for the one upcoming this month.
To be determined.
TBD.
Yeah. I think that I did pick a warehouse. I think it's like in San Diego. I have to like double check the details a little bit more. I was focused on like the Vegas show.
I'm down, bro. Let's go. Let's run it.
You want to go?
Let's go, bro.
Hey, we call it carpool. So
there we go.
I'm getting new tires tomorrow. So
we'll be safe.
Okay, so
good.
Fun fact, like we went to Vegas with my car, right? And then I knew that like my front tires had like 25% tread life. So I'm like, I should probably get new tires before we go. But the way it lined up, I'm going to get tires the week after, right? And then my mom's like, this tire is like bald. I'm like, I have 25%, okay? And she goes, you don't check your tires. I'm like, I do check my tires. I was like, I have nails so I can measure the tread. I was like, I check my tires, right? Turns out I only check my tires on the fucking outside? Driver's side.
Yeah.
Oh, not the passenger side?
Apparently, I've never looked at the tires on the passenger side. So I walk around, I'm like, whoa.
That's the one you're talking about, Mom?
Yeah. I was like, get in the car. We got to go. I was like, we don't have time for that.
And now she remembers when she goes on trips. How's my tread on the passenger?
Yes. And then so I was literally like, dude, I'm just a girl. Okay. I was like, I don't know what you want from me right now. And then like I sent like a Snapchat, or I posted on my Snapchat, and like all my best friends are like, guys are like, your alignment's off, like you have to go get it, like they're like balance, like yelling at me, like all of these things. And then you probably need brakes too. I'm like, probably. I don't know. I was like, how do you check that? Do you put your finger in there? And they're like, shut the hell. I was like, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just fucking with you.
Where's that coffee cup at?
Yeah.
It's okay, we're good.
Do you put your finger? Oh, no.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, you're gonna get spanked tonight, dude. That's the second fuck up, bro. Milkshake.
Did you knock the camera or what? Go.
He's like, man, y'all are no fun.
He only listens when you're mean to him, and then it makes me mad because I don't want to be mean to him, but he just forces me to.
Authority.
My boxer's like that too, and then she like looks at you like she's all heartbroken. But then I'm like, well, if you just listened the first time, we wouldn't have had to get here. And I'm like, now I'm heartbroken because you made me look heartbroken. Yeah,
and then it makes me more mad, dude. Now
I'm like, now you're in double trouble because I'm sad. Yeah.
Now I'm mad and sad. It's all your fault.
Go to bed.
Yeah. Nah, dude. I kind of want to get a dog here, but that's my dad's dog. I'm just watching over him for a little bit.
Oh, that's cool. That's really, really nice of you, though.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you like making music. What kind of music do you make?
I used to make like beats, like rap and stuff. Like I did EDM for a little bit, but mostly it was rap.
Oh, okay.
Beats. Yeah, I haven't done music.
Do you rap to the beats too, or you just make the beats?
Nah, these are just for looks.
Can we still find your tracks?
I'm sure you can find it. Yeah.
We're pretty good.
I'm sure you can find it on like SoundCloud and stuff like that, YouTube and all that.
Okay.
But yeah, it's been a minute. I really had a fucking gnarly passion for that, but then the reason I stopped was because I started doing cannabis, started growing, and then at the time I was like, I just started doing Muay Thai, and I kind of I was like, I can only do two things, so I gave up music.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to go back to. I want this guy to start making more music because I feel like
making more music.
It'll motivate me to do it.
And then like, yeah, I feel that.
Hey, it's gonna take some time, but I just gotta remember it again. It's been years since I made a track.
Yeah, I went to school for it and all that. I went to school at Golden West, took some classes there.
Oh, cool.
It's cool, bro. My main thing is I try to focus on like a clean sound, So I'm really into using like simple sounds, simple melodies, but just making it like sound super clean, like the bass to sound like in the right frequency and like
just
the vocals and all that. Yeah, like crispiness. Because I feel like you can make a really like simple track, but if it sounds clean, it'll sound good,
Yeah.
Like, you could have like a really sick melody, but if it just was recorded shitty or just like the engineer didn't know what he was doing, it just kind of makes you not want to listen to it,
No, it's like what my dad says too. He's like, you could have $1 million sound system and speaker system, but like $100 mixer. And he's like, and it's gonna sound like you have $1 million mixer. He's like, you can have $1 million mixer, but $100 speakers, and that mixer sounds like it's $100.
Yeah.
So it's like it's all in the sound,
it's science, bro.
Yeah.
There's a science, and that's what I was like. I gotta learn the science, bro. But yeah. So I haven't made music in a while, but it's cool, bro. And I still like talk to a lot of my homies that still make it and stuff. Hopefully one day I'll start bringing them over here. Nick, you can meet them.
Yeah, nice.
But I'm so down to start doing EDM shit, bro, because I never really fucked with it like that.
Hardstyle. It's a little different, though.
Hey, it's all EDM to me, baby. But let's go, dog.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be hardstyle. It can be like any track or any like.
I like house.
That kind of pertains.
Yeah.
Like
I've been into hard techno lately. I wouldn't mind making a track.
Yeah. You see, Miss Kate came out with the hard techno Alias, and I'm like,
oh yeah,
she has my heart. Fire. And I was like, I feel like you're cheating on me a little bit because I was like, what the fuck is everybody with this hard techno? But I'm actually gonna incorporate a little bit with my sets too.
It's growing.
It's just
adapt and evolve. You know?
Yeah, and then like honestly, I kind of like when people are used to like hearing you play like up tempo drops and stuff like that, and then you play like some side drums or something else, and then everyone's like, oh shit, oh my god, and like I got you, fresh, and then you switch back to like what you really like.
That's a lot of people say that, dude. They say just play what's popping, and then once you build like a good following, then just start doing whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
That's rough, bro.
Yeah, it's like Zag kicks. Those are known.
Yeah, like I'll try to do it a little bit, but like I'm such a rebel or I'm such a misfit that like I obviously don't fit in. Yeah, like it's hard to like fit in and stuff like that. And then like the more like that's popular, the more like I don't want to do it because I'm like, I didn't do this to be popular. And it's like there's literally like a track where it's like talking about how everybody wants to be a DJ now and like it's so fucking cool and stuff like that. And they're like back in the day it was like you're just like a geek and like a nerd. And it was like I only became a DJ because I wanted to listen to tracks that like nobody would make for me that I've never heard before. They wouldn't get out of my head and I needed to create them. And then somebody else thought it was kind of cool and they're like, you should play that for other people. And then other people wanted to keep hearing it. And I was like, all right, well, I guess we're gonna do this. And I thought I would like throw up every time I'd go on stage. I was like, no, I'm not like a stage persona person. Like I'm not like that, not a public speaker or whatever. But then like now I can't imagine like anything else. From like being on stage actually makes me feel like the safest place in the world. Like that's like the only place where I could like really be myself. Without any judgment,
Yeah, dude, I like the culture of like raves and stuff like that. Everyone's so nice, dude. Like honestly,
so nice.
Like I don't have a lot of like dance music on my phone downloaded, but I'll go to raves all day, dude, because that's just the vibe, bro.
Are you guys going to Beyond?
We are. We were talking
right?
about that. We're just doing Friday though.
Yeah,
for Anger Fest. That's the only reason why I'm doing it.
We were talking about him earlier too.
Same. I think I got invited to go to Beyond Wonderland. Like as a guest. Like,
oh, guest passes are sick, dude.
Yeah, so I was just
so
like,
hard, dude.
You can get me one too. It's fine, Send one this way too.
Dude, last year, I freaking worked it. So I was like, the fact that I get to go enjoy this one. And then I was at the Beyond Wonderland when they had like the shooting at the Gorge too.
Oh yeah.
So I'm just it's gonna be interesting going back to Beyond, but I know like the shooting wasn't at this one, so I'm excited to go back to this one. But like, it's just like weird in general, just Beyond, like it has like a weird like kind of like excitement, but then also like ooh.
Because of the shooting though, or
yeah, because of the shooting a little bit, and then just like
scared me. I texted you right away when I heard about it. I was like, oh my god, is she alright?
Yeah, you texted me right away, and then like I was trying to like respond to certain people, but then we also had people like in the venue too, and then so we were actually outside of the venue at the time of the shooting, but then like the rest of our crew were inside the venue. So we re-entered the venue against securities. We actually went past security and snuck back into just to try to get the rest of our people to safety. Because one of them just recently had surgery and she wasn't able to run. And so we're like, well, fuck that. And we went there to go like help her and shit like that, like. I don't know. That's just how like we are, like
that gives me chills. That's crazy.
Wait, so some fool got shot up at Beyond?
Well, I guess like
there was a shooting.
Yeah, there was a shooting
inside the rave, or like
it was in the campground at the rave.
That's wild. They just let them bring guns or what?
No, well, there's no like security search. Like I know we personally didn't really get searched because we're vendors, and then we showed them like what we had and stuff like that. But I know other people were sneaking into the campgrounds, sneaking in and out of the campgrounds. Like there's this one guy, I was like, dude, where'd your fucking like neighbor go that like has that tent? They're like, oh, we're watching his shit. I was like, well, where'd he go? They're like, the strip club 30 miles that way. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? They're like, yeah, he's gonna go get some stuff and sneak it back in. I'm like,
yeah, Nocturnal. Bro. I snuck in some stuff in Nocturnal too in the campgrounds. It's easy.
Wild that you could just bring a gun though. I feel like, you know, when you pay like 100 whatever for a ticket,
so they said
you should probably make sure no one's bringing guns into the event, bro.
Yeah, supposedly he was like on shrooms or some like hallucinogen, having a bad trip, and he was like fighting with his girlfriend, and then he like went to go like shoot her, and he shot like this other like couple, and it was like lesbians. But okay, like honestly, I have not posted this yet or really even said this out loud. So this is exclusive information. And I'll fucking pull out my phone to show you guys too. So the day before the shooting, 24 hours before the shooting, okay, there's a double rainbow. Like it was a rainbow, okay? Mm-hmm. And I took a picture of it. It was over the campground or like over the side of the campground where the shooting was. The two people that died, it was like two like women that were like, you know, they're lesbians and they're dating and stuff like that. So it was like the double rainbow. I was like, I thought it kind of signified them. And it was 24 hours.
Crazy.
Like it gives me like the chills, like even thinking about it, because that shit's fucking wild, you know? Like yeah, and so like not making that up at all.
Right? Or?
Yeah, they did. They ended up passing away. And then like one of the guys, like the main security guards, I remember he like let me into the venue and stuff like that because I was driving one of the vans. And then I was like talking to him and like, so I remember his face, and I guess he returned fire and he like had like a CWC or whatever. And he was able to like, return fire and everything like that. And I guess protect people, but.
Damn, so did he get him?
I think they did. And then like after like a while, they finally cornered him and like shot the suspect and stuff like that and everything.
Where was the location at again?
Washington, right?
Washington, yeah, at the Gorge.
The Gorge.
And bringing the gun in, was this like planned? Like,
well, he was ex-military,
so
I think he might have just been in the car naturally, and he might not have like. I don't think he planted it like purposely bringing it into the festival, but I don't think he also like removed it like how he should have.
Put it in his bag or something and totally forgot.
Yeah, or like left it at home.
Yeah,
right. But like the year before at Base Canyon, I think it was. They actually had somebody like that they caught in the same parking lot to that venue loading a gun that was all fucked up off of NOS. So the fact that they had a potential shooting incident the year before and then it actually happened a year later, like it kind of just makes me really, really angry. Like, cause it's like, bro, it was so preventable, you know?
Makes the community look bad for sure.
Yeah, dude. You can't be letting people walk in with guns and cap. It's like what I said earlier. Usually when I go to raves, everyone's so nice. So you don't expect someone to start capping people. That's like fucked up, bro. Imagine you're just tripping on like mushrooms or LSD, E, whatever, and you just see people, you know, you're like, oh, I love
gunshots.
You. Love you, bro. You're my best friend, you know? And then you're gunshots.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're okay from that one. That scared me.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting, and I felt like I was in survival mode, so I didn't really like feel the weight of it. And like everyone's texting me, I'm like, "Oh, it's okay, I'm fine." Like, it's all right, guys. I'm at a rave. I was like, "Yeah, we're gonna go listen to like the music or whatever." But as we're driving home, then it started like actually hitting me, like, bro, those girls are never gonna be able to drive home again. Mm-hmm. Like, people actually like passed away at a music festival that you were at, like.
Shitty.
And then the next day after a rave, like if you've ever gone to like a camping one, like it's fucking lit. It's parties nonstop. Like it literally felt like a funeral the next morning. Like it was so quiet.
How do you enjoy the rest of the?
Like the whole field was quiet. And then like, I don't know. I did take mushrooms right before it happened too. So I was on mushrooms while all of this is happening and we were having to like run and flee and shit like that. And then I'm literally wearing like a fucking mini skirt and like garters and stuff like that. And I'm like, see, this is why we wear pants at raves. I was like, this is why we wear cargo pants at raves, bro. I was like, you never know. I was like, you can't run like this. I was like, this is inefficient.
There's no flair.
I was like, you do not feel safe running away with your butt cheeks out, okay? I was like, you feel like a victim already.
I think it might be better because they're wearing nothing, bro.
Well, yeah,
it's like a leotard.
It's true.
Who knows? Yeah, that's true. But you're wearing reflective clothing, like you're able to like be seen.
But she's clapping while you spray across. Oh man, that's sad though, dude. Fuck, that's horrible. We gotta do something about that, man. We gotta get him back.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. It was wild, but yeah, and it was interesting too because like not everybody knew what was happening. So you'd literally like look to the side of you and you'd see people just pre-gaming, like shotgunning beers, like like being all happy, and then you look this way and people are like running, holding their hands, crying, and then you're just like,
whoa,
like it just doesn't feel real, you know? Like it was just like so different. And then like they didn't want to cause a mass like disruption of people like running, so they didn't like announce it during the show. But then I was like, I kept hearing like that song by like Cascade, like Escape and stuff like that, and I'm like, is this triggering or is this like I was like or is this just me? Like I don't know, guys.
Cascade's like, get out, bro, you're so about to leave.
Yeah, and then some DJs didn't go on and like do their sets because like they heard about it and they refused to go to the venue and stuff like that. You know,
they were like, nope, we refuse
like,
to
you're
do
stupid, bro.
Because they kept saying play, right? They were telling them, hey, you guys gotta keep playing.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, it was a shooting.
Yeah.
You know?
Wow, that's crazy. When was that?
That was last year, like June, like 18th, 19th.
Around my birthday.
Yeah.
Damn. I blame COVID.
I remember it was like Father's Day weekend. And then like I like called my dad and I was like, yeah, so there's like a shooting last night, Dad. And then he was like, what? And I was like, I'm in Washington, but I'm okay. Happy Father's Day.
Freaking out. Yeah. He's like, oh my God.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if you saw on the news, but like I just want to let you know before you see anything, like I'm okay and stuff like that. Like I'm coming home. And he was like, dude, what the fuck? And literally a month later, I was at Catch One in LA, right? And then like we see like this guy being kind of sketchy, and then we like walk out, and then I'm like, again, I don't drink, right? So I'm literally just walking out stoned, like off of like Red Bulls, okay? And then I'm like talking to like my husband, and I like look over and I like see like this hot dog vendor, and he like looks terrified. He's just like looks like this, and he takes off fucking running. And I'm like, you left your station, bro.
You're like, sweet, there's hot dogs.
There's dogs grilling. I'm like, the fuck, right? And then I like look over and like the guys maybe were like Connoisseurs sitting, so maybe what, like 6 feet away or something like that, right? And then all of a sudden he like pulls out like something from his pocket, a gun, and then he literally starts shooting. And then thank God I'm like maybe 10 feet away from like a brick wall, so I just run and like jump behind that. And then my husband goes the other way down the alley behind like a wall that he's closer to, like whatever. Everyone like just saw what they were closest to and like went, right? I get it.
Mode, yeah.
But
gosh, you were like right there.
Yeah, and it was like a month. Yeah, literally like a month later. And then like we went around the cars, met with each other, and then we just kind of snuck through the neighborhood and like found our way to our car and then like left and shit. But I guess he was like trying to jack people and everything. And then I was just like, I literally almost like quit DJing because I was like, bro, this is 1 month away from each other. Like, this is a venue I play at all the time. I literally was like, I'm just gonna quit. And I was like, no, I could just be a producer. I don't have to go to shows ever again in my life. I could just make tracks and people could play it at shows. I was like, yeah, I don't have to go at all. And then so I literally like didn't really do shows for the rest of last year and kind of just like sat there. I was just like, I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then like I played a couple of shows and then I was like, no, this is what I love. Like, you know, I could pass away like on the way to like a job I hate on the 91 freeway, the 405 freeway, the 55 freeway. It could happen walking my dog. Someone was drunk or something like that. I was like, or it could happen at a show, following my dreams, doing something that I love.
Yeah.
I was like, so at the end of the day, we're all gonna go, you know, but like, are you gonna like go and live your life in fear, or are you gonna go out fearless?
Die for what you love.
You know?
Yeah.
Steve Irwin, that shit, bro.
Die with a passion is just like, that really is the way to go.
Yeah, you know?
That'd be insane.
What's that one song where that dude talks about how he loves going to raves or whatever? Fuck, it's like a hardstyle song.
Showtech.
Is it
right?
Showtech?
Yeah.
Showtech. We saw Showtech, actually. That was fucking nuts.
That was insane, bro. That was insane.
Lit.
That was so insane.
The security guard was like, hey, Mike, let her in. He's like, all right, cool. It was fun.
Sick.
Oh, that was such a fun show.
That was dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, Beyond Wonderlands for sure.
Friday, bro.
We're doing it.
Honestly, I don't even know who's playing at the BaseCon stage other than Ink. Like, that's all I needed to see. I'm like,
TNT gonna be there.
Troll.
Caltech's gonna be there too.
Oh man, let me bring it up.
Caltech was fucking fun.
Are you gonna go?
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with on Friday, right? Yeah, I don't even. I just go wherever like he wants to go, or Trey or my other homie. That
so at EDC, he's.
I don't know. I don't know. DJ's
straight to fucking Wasteland.
Oh, I might go to EDC too for like a homie might have like a free ticket and like.
Extra tickets?
I'm like, pull through.
Dude, last year for EDC, we got guest pass. That shit was tight, dude.
That was
so tight, dude. We were going through like the secret elevators and shit like that. That was sick.
That's fucking
the employee walkways.
So worth it, bro.
So tight,
that alone was worth it, bro, to avoid the crowds, bro.
Yeah. We got lost for a second, too.
But that's fun.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, looking back on that, I always feel like it's fun.
We were taking pictures, bro, and like that bunker, bro, remember?
Oh, yeah.
On the stairs, bro.
Yeah, we
that shit was crazy, dude.
The Teletubbies and stuff.
Private bathrooms on the roof. That was tight.
We went to the very top of the fucking speedway. That shit was tight, dude.
That was tight,
that's
dude.
Cool.
To the very top. Like,
no
one can go up there.
I was going to say, I never went more than halfway up just out of laziness, but that's dope.
It was super elevator.
But yeah, I was going to say, if you have a fucking elevator.
Yeah, that shit was tight.
Yeah.
I was like, man, my legs are like not that long. I feel like the steps are very wide. It's like inconvenient.
He's like, what the fuck?
Dude, it gave me such a perspective, bro. Like, especially it was like at the end of the night, you're just looking down on everyone and the lights, and you just see like the crowd and just how massive that shit is, dude. I was like, oh man, this is crazy, bro. We're like a little city, bro.
It was amazing, dude.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful sight for
Did
sure.
you see that they're going to have EDC in Thailand for the first
I saw
time?
that. Yeah, that's tight.
That's crazy.
That's probably going to be fun. That's probably going to crack, bro.
Dude, I'm trying to like make my way over there. We have a magazine in Thailand too, and there's like a cannabis resort, and it's literally like a spa and everything. So I'm like, oh, I have to go for work. It's actually the same time as EDC. You know, I gotta go check this out. I don't know. I gotta figure out a way somehow, right? It's gonna manifest that one.
Yeah. I want to go to Thailand, bro. Thailand has some cool shit. They got Muay Thai, sick raves, dude. Food. We should plan
just
a
the
trip.
view. The views are beautiful.
My sister's in Thailand right now, bro. We gotta plan a trip. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She comes back like next week, dude.
That's
why I got him.
It's not like rated like number one, like
the fourth, right? I think did I say the fourth?
Oh, next week, yeah.
Yeah, next
right.
fourth, yeah. Was that like on a Tuesday or something?
Tuesday.
Monday.
No, it's Tuesday. Monday's the
That's
third,
Monday.
isn't it? Am I tripping?
Tomorrow's the second,
Yeah,
bro.
you're right.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
tripping.
so Monday. Comes back the fourth.
I was like, don't fuck with me. I did these calls today for the second. I was like, I just fucked up like 100 calls. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fourth we resume life, bro. Life's been fucking hectic right now because I've been just going back and forth with him to my dad's in here, dude. I don't even know what's going on with your life, Nikki. I came home, the apartment was clean. I was like, what, bro? What's been going on? Nikki had a lady over or what?
Yeah, I was gonna be like, get a chick over.
After the party, like the little kickback party we threw, I was like, I have to clean all this shit up because I know you're gonna be gone. I was like, fuck, dude, I gotta clean this shit up.
Yeah. Don't lie, bro. You brought a little lady friend over. It's all good, bro.
No.
What's his name, bro? I'm just kidding.
It was Jared. No, I'm just kidding. The neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when's let's do a collab soon, man.
I'm down.
You haven't seen my controller yet. Yeah, it's super nice.
Yeah, no, I saw like your pictures that you posted of it and everything too. Like, I see like when you do your live stream.
Yeah, I gotta do that again. We were just talking about that earlier.
Yeah, you should try
You gotta
TikTok.
do more music,
Yeah, people
bro.
are telling me that too.
Yeah, TikTok
I had
blows up.
TikTok, but I'm like,
I know. It's
I deleted
weird,
my
bro.
personal one, and I just have one for music, and I have one for my dog's page.
it was my personal one. That's why probably.
TikTok's weird because it's like the next generation, dude. But that's just what's popping right now, bro.
That's true.
You just gotta, work it.
Yeah. It sucks because I feel like a lot of things are like shadow banned and stuff like that. Like, okay, so like even when I like post like music, I use the hashtag uptempo and not like hardcore because like people think of like hardcore sex.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, I'm
I'm
not trying to post a lot of shit. Yeah, so like the hashtag hardcore sometimes gets like shadow banned. And I'm like, bro, like that's not it.
What if you put like hardcore music? Like it wouldn't do anything like.
Well, see, that's what I'm like. Oh, it sounds weird.
It sounds weird though. You want another beer?
Oh, you want beer? Oh yeah, no, bro.
Yeah, thank you for coming on. Really
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, DJ Misfit. Anything you want to add? Before we
Anything exciting coming up that you know for sure is going to go down?
How do you feel about the they thems in the DJ scene?
Here we go.
Honestly,
is there any though?
I don't know.
honestly, I feel like people like pronouns are cool and stuff, but like we don't even use our real names in the DJ scene. Like,
That's
like
true.
it's not like they're like, hey, Mrs. Amy. I'm like, no, my name's Misfit.
I like how
Right.
she answered that
That's
so
what I figured
seriously.
out.
She like, well thought out. She's like,
So
looking at
true.
me.
That's basically you knew Alias. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what I figured as well too.
That's so
I've never
true,
heard
though.
any other DJ.
I mean, like,
yeah,
you know,
I'm
in like
freaking
your
Barry.
artist bio, if you want to be like super specific and stuff like that, like cool, or like on your Instagram. But then like I feel like at the end of the day, like we're a DJ. That's like that's not female or male or anything like that. That's like you're an artist,
Blur,
bro.
dude.
Well,
Yeah.
yes.
All right. Well, DJ Misfit, thanks for coming on. Hopefully we see your next show soon. I think we are gonna go, right?
Yeah, San Diego.
San Diego. Let's
Let's go
go,
now.
San Diego. Fuck
Oh,
you,
yeah.
San Diego.
What's the date again?
The 16th.
Oh,
The
16th.
16th
Okay.
of
Yeah.
March.
What is that?
Yeah, I literally like.
See you there.
It's a Saturday.
Or
It is a
It
Saturday.
is on a Saturday.
For sure.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
literally like had to think about it for a second. Yeah, I'm like so bad with dates and stuff like that. So that's why I'm actually getting like a manager now to like help me with this because I'm like horrible. And then I'm like, yeah, I literally just need you to like yell at me. She's like, what? I'm like, literally like yell at me. I was like,
But
you know
it's
how
been
like,
so- this is so-
I was like, you know how like when you're.
That one Asian lady.
Well, yeah, literally, that's what I need. I was like, I need like a grandma, or like, you know how like when you're dating a chick and she's like, fucking, I told you put your fucking clothes in the like hamper,
Yeah,
right?
she said
I was
that.
like, I need you to yell at me to put my clothes in the
Just
hamper
nag
type
you.
of thing. You know? Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
It's all right. Once we get a Siri, once Siri becomes an AI, you'll be able to just tell your phone to do it. You know,
Right.
Siri, constantly remind me.
Dude, I need that to like, can you respond to my text messages,
Oh shit,
please?
Siri, you heard me every time I say that bitch's name, bro. Anyways, DJ Misfit, thanks for coming on. It's been a pleasure. As always, stay high, stay cool. Go play some fucking music and follow your goddamn dreams. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.